Hello, my friends. Well, I've got my new stove installed and working. It is the Martin SD128, something like that. I'll show you the model number in a minute. Um, I'm pretty happy with it. It's definitely a quality unit. There's one thing I don't like about it, which I'll show you in a minute or two. And it's a pretty good unit. I mean, it's well made. It's not junk. Some of these things I see, I'm like, eh. When you're dealing with a gas appliance, you want it to be well made. In my opinion, I don't want to buy. I cut corners in some places, but not when it comes to a propane appliance. Okay, here we have an unboxing and review of the Martin propane hot plate. As we can see, it is a stainless steel single burner hot plate, or propane stove, I guess I should say. Has a piezo ignition, pressure regulator for constant and stable performance, commercial grade. I believe it also comes with the hose. I'm going to find that out in a couple minutes when I open it. I'm 95% sure this thing's made in Canada, not China. You notice how they have the Martin and then they have the French first and then the English? I think it's made in Quebec, because the Quebecois are very protective of their French language, you know. Included, regulator included for indoor use. Ah, there we go, indoor use. I've never seen a propane stove, like a typical Coleman or whatever, say for indoor use. That is a big plus. By the way, this is the model SG128, if you're wondering what the model number is. Anyway, let's crack this open and see what we got. Got my handy dandy mini Swiss Army knife. Use that for everything. It's very handy. Has a pen, has scissors, tweezers. Ooh, look at this fancy stuff. Okay, it comes with feet. So we got the instruction manual with feet. Oh, you can get a double burner too. And you can see there's a slight, this must be the new model or the old model, because this picture has lines and the face of it looks different. There is a slight odor in here, like off-gassing odor. VOC is not my cup of tea. So we got that. Ah, this is what they mean. There's no hose, they just give you the regulator. So somehow I have to figure that out. This is the plate. What the heck? Oh, that thing's not set in there. That's weird. Some assembly required. Apparently. It probably screws on or something. Maybe it just pushes on. Maybe it just sits there. That's not the greatest. You should have it more, I prefer something permanent. Yeah. Anywho, take that out. Manhandle this thing. I don't like to be rough with stuff I just bought. There we go. Flip over the box so I can say I'm not going to manhandle things and then I just drop it on the bed. What a bad man I am. So there it is. Assume this goes on first. I will read the instructions before I use this, because kind of like a best practice kind of a deal, you know, you don't want to kill yourself dealing with gas. So what do? Push this in. Oh, there goes the piezo. So we have a high and a low, and it's a nice looking unit. Stainless steel is, you know what I find is these things are really hard. Like these camping stoves are hard to keep clean. And I'm hoping that the stainless steel will solve that issue. Okay, so this is the connection. Huh, interesting. I wonder if I can just connect the regulator right onto there. Probably. Oh, I get it. So this goes on there. I gotta put some gas tape on there first. And then, see, that's sticking way out. You know, like, I want this to be, you know, premium space here, people. Look, I'm wasting, like, I guess I could screw it all the way on, but that's a good, what, 5 inches of space being wasted. I wonder if there's another way to do that. Maybe attach a hose here and then the regulator can be over there. I don't know. Remains to be seen. So that I would put that in like the negative category. Don't really like that. Okay, here's the stove in place. Let's see, I just put a couple screws right through into the wood. I'm actually decided I'm not going to keep this counter. I have a whole new idea I'm going to do for my kitchen, which means, well, I'll explain it quickly. Basically, I'm going to have a table that goes down and then up. So that means both sides of the counter need to be without any holes or scratches or marring of any sort. Anyway, off topic. So this is the stove in place. I bought a hose. By the way, apologies once again for the mess. I'm building it while I live in it, and that's the way she goes. So I'm going to turn this on and show you what's going on here. First of all, I figured a solution for this regulator bit that sticks out. I'm going to get one of those brass L joint things that swivels, and then I'll be able to make this go, instead of going straight out, it can go to the right. Now, my least favorite part about this stove, I guess before I'll turn it on, I'll put my fan on. I gotta clean this thing, by the way. Look how dirty that is. I'm gonna crank this. It's on off. What's on the lowest setting right now? 2, 3. Let's have it on 4. So the biggest drawback I don't like about this thing is the way it turns on. I do like that you have to push it in first. If my old Gas 1 had that feature pushing it in, that would solve the problem of accidentally bumping it. But what you have to do with this, watch, if I just turn this like this, it doesn't turn on, right? So the gas is being released. You can see the little piezo igniter going off. Nothing. So what I have to do, of course now it stinks like propane in here and there's gas in the area and I don't like that. What you have to do is you have to hold down for like 4 solid seconds. And when you do that, all this propane is escaping and then there's this big blue circle of gas, which I don't like. So now I'm going to try to do it by holding it down for 5 seconds or 4 seconds. And then it should go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now it still didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That worked. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it's been in the past. That only went out to about the little bit outside of the black ring here. But I've seen it where the gas will it makes me uncomfortable. I don't remember my Gas 1 stove being like that. So I guess what I could do is I could get one of those little long plastic igniter things, like a match, I don't know what they have, barbecue lighter, I guess they call them. And it's like, 12 centimeters long or whatever, and then they do it like that, turn the gas on the flame, and it should start. I might do that, but I shouldn't really have to. So anyway, you can see that the flame goes really low. That's on the lowest setting. And then this is on like kind of like a little bit higher. I guess that would you call that medium, maybe. And then there you go, that's high. So it's 12,800 BTUs. The gas one is way higher than that, but honestly, I don't really need like 15,000 BTUs or 17,000, whatever the heck it was. It's just burning gas for nothing. Anyway, would I recommend this stove? Yes, I would. I don't like that piezo ignition starting thing that's happening, but that could be user error, because I have never had a stove like this where you push it in and then turn it. Maybe that's just the way they are. Maybe you're supposed to let a bunch of gas spill into your RV or van, and then it ignites. So that's the Martin SG propane stove, single burner. This cost me $100, $99 Canadian on Amazon.ca. I have seen it at a local shop for $142, and I saw it online once for $71, but I didn't jump on it fast enough. So I don't know that they make these or sell these in the United States. You'd have to check. My friend Static Capravan said he saw one that looked similar. It might have just been rebranded, but I'm not sure. Maybe he could chime in the comments section, let us know if it is exactly the same or something similar or what. Alright guys, well there you have it. Martin propane single burner stove. Thanks for watching. Be well, my friends.